Welcome to the Surly Horns Podcast. This is Season 6, Episode 4. And do we have some shit to talk about?
I don't know if y'all are aware. I don't know if you're up on the news. I don't really know how up on common events everybody is, but something
Common
happens.
events.
Something happens.
Common events.
Well, uncommon events.
Current.
I don't know if you guys know this, but we've been drinking for 3 days straight. And on this third day of this week of drinking has been...
Hold on. I'm going to let you finish. I'm going to let you finish. But where the fuck are we?
We're in Texas, bitch.
But where?
I have no fucking clue.
Me either.
Actually, not sure.
We're in Carthage.
Shout out Keontae Ingram.
Woo!
Hey, next time against LSU in 2019, should have caught the fucking ball. But we're in your home city, and we're driving through this shithole. We just left the casino. Your boy hit big again, but most importantly, Law Dog, what did we just do at the casino?
We won a lot of fucking money. I just got licensed to sell medical marijuana, which is kind of weird.
But legally.
Legally.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
He's a law dog. Trust him.
Law dog.
Law dog. Trust him.
Well, we think so.
And what did we eat?
We ate some fucking charbroiled oysters. We had a whole bunch of goddamn shrimp. We had, what the fuck do we have?
But name the place. It is Drago's. You've never been to a
Drago's.
Drago's. Fix your fucking mind. Drago's is the best restaurant on the planet.
All right,
Fantastic.
we're already off the fucking rails. We're already off the fucking rails.
I'm sorry. Hey, we have 2 guys in here that ate shrimp that are allergic to shrimp, and one of them ate shrimp.
We
So,
seem
things can go
lost. We seem lost both in real life and in the podcast narrative. So, getting back on track.
Oh yeah, what else happened? That there was like a game yesterday, I think.
I think we traveled to this fucking absolute shithole called Tuscaloosa that has nothing but people with room temperature IQs
And less teeth. There must have been, I would say, a collective 64 teeth throughout the tailgate, throughout the stadium.
No,
Maybe
our tailgate had
100.
plenty of teeth. They had full mouth of teeth.
It's the rest of them. Okay, so let's just dive down on Tuscaloosa. I mean, we just got to start it, right?
Yeah.
We got to start. Tuscaloosa, Alabama is maybe the worst place in terms of, I felt like I was in 1994. Like, I felt a little bit like, I bet you they use a lot of dial-up internet.
We're going to rewind even further behind that.
Yeah.
I think everybody is caught up. If you're not, you can catch up on the previous episode. But we woke up early in the morning.
Oh, God,
and
yeah.
We prepared
Was an issue.
for the tailgate. And this happened extremely early in the morning, but there was still a lot to do. And no one in Tuscaloosa, despite being this legendary tailgating city, and the Quad being one of the most legendary fucking tailgate spots in the United States of America.
What was the fucking bell thing? The chime. Denny chimes or something like that? I don't fucking know what it was.
Annoying.
Whatever their fucking bell tower was the most annoying thing of all time. Alright, so let me paint a picture for you surly listeners.
Broken bells.
So we wake up about, 6:15, 6:30.
I woke up at 5:45 and we were out at the door by 6:15.
Yeah, so we were leaving at 6:15, 6:30, taking cold showers in a goddamn RV, and we loaded everything that needed to be loaded into our U-Haul that we rented. Well, we get to the stadium finally. It's about 7:30ish. We park on the side of the street. We're thinking, hey, this won't be that bad. We got to be at least kind of close to the tailgate. Let me tell you, surly listeners, we were planning a tailgate for 500 people.
It was kind of a problem, and we knew it was a problem, and we loaded up this U-Haul, this 9-foot van that we rented, to the gills.
To the gills, with booze, with Blackstones, with fajitas, with coolers, with everything you can possibly think of. And guess what we got to experience?
They put us a half a mile away from our tailgate spot.
Half a fucking mile away, with coolers full of ice, with Blackstone grills, with everything you could possibly fucking think of, and then block the goddamn streets off so we could not get closer to our actual spot. We had to walk. Literally, there were 5 of us, and we were doing trips back and forth and back and forth from
It was at 9:45 when we were done.
It was like 2 hours worth of hauling stuff. And I don't know if you've seen me or watched the thread, but your boy's a little thick. All of us a little thick. You know, we're not trying to work out. We're trying to have a good tailgate. They did not give us that option.
At this point, we could still communicate effectively. Yes. We're texting each other. We're trying to figure out what's going on. We're planning logistics. We're seeing if we need any more beer. We're seeing how far we are from game day. All these things are happening. And then the madness descends upon us.
Not only that, but while we're unloading this shit, the fucking bell tower is going off and playing Sweet Home Alabama, but ding, 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 ding. The whole fucking time we're unloading this shit. It was insufferable. I would literally blow my brains out if I had to listen to that every single fucking morning. So, luckily for us, we survived. We get unloaded, and then people start showing up.
It happens quick, fellas.
I don't know if
it happens quick. We unload. We have everything set up. We've got everything going. We're setting up the laptop for donations for Texas One Fund, for burn ends. We've got everything scattered about for everybody to scan QR codes to get information on how to donate to NIL. And then
blackout.
Just
not us yet.
No, not on alcohol. Just on communication.
Communication out.
Yeah,
I cannot.
It's like a nuclear bomb went off, and we went back into fucking 1980.
Some EMP bullshit.
No, you have voice communication if you dial out 7 times, and maybe you can connect for like 55, 60 seconds.
It is the most backwoods hillbilly bullshit. Like, I imagine that like their internet router was built on those AOL CDs you used to get in the mail that give you 50 free hours of AOL. Like, that is what their entire communication system is built on. It was pathetic.
So somehow, despite all of this, we managed to have breakfast tacos.
Yes.
We fed at least 200 people breakfast tacos.
Plus, probably, yeah.
And then we thought, okay, maybe that was just the first wave. And then we started to walk around and we started to say, hey, we're going to go look around the quad and see what's going on, see if anybody else is like having a good time. This is legendary tailgating. We're there. It's 11:30 a.m. and we've got 200 people and there is no one else anywhere in any of the Alabama tents.
Literally nothing. There is one giant dark spot of burnt orange, which was our tailgate, and the rest was fucking nothing. So there's game day. Everybody, I hope you tuned in for game day. Tiny crowd. As you can imagine, the game doesn't start till 6. Like, why are people going to get there at 8?
We are the tailgate that is at the corner closest to the stadium to walk for everyone.
Yeah.
For all fans, regardless of what affiliation they had. And we have a sea of burnt orange.
Yep.
And it just became a wave of burnt orange. And then an ocean of burnt orange.
Yeah. It was the tailgate. It's the only tailgate, really. You walk around, you know, we all took a couple laps. There was the Texas tailgate, which was a bunch of boomers just hanging out and sitting.
About 30 people.
Yeah, it's probably about 30 people. There might have been 1 or 2 guys that are like, yeah, I'll host one, that maybe had 10, 15 people. At our peak, I tried to count. We were at like, I think I counted 380, but I imagine it's probably a lot closer to 500, which probably means at least 1,000 to 1,200 people were going through the tailgate at any given time.
It was wild. Absolutely fucking slammed. And we had fajitas that we needed to cook. We had onions we needed to cut. We had bell peppers we needed to prep.
Drinks to pour.
Absolute shit show.
It was crazy. I mean, so we had a tailgate that they gave us 18 chairs. So that was really generous of them. That was a perfect amount. Alabama tailgate. 18 chairs was totally enough
for them, because every single tailgate that we saw had about 14 people.
Yeah, they had extra chairs. Like, we should have started bumming chairs from other people, because legitimately it was to the point when we started serving fajitas, the line was wrapped around our tailgate and drifting into other people's tailgates just to get
The line was
food.
goddamn wrapped around Brian Jenny.
Yeah, it was to the goddamn stadium at one point.
It was an absolutely incredible showing for the Texas Longhorns. The travel for the fans was absolutely incredible, and we can't thank everybody enough for coming to the tailgate and donating. We raised so much money. It was absolutely incredible.
It was awesome for the Burnett's, for the Texas One Fund. Y'all showed out. Y'all did what you're supposed to do. Come, have fun, enjoy, as well as, I have to say, I appreciate every single Texas fan. You weren't douchebags. You weren't douchebags at the tailgate to other UT fans. You weren't douchebags to women. You weren't douchebags to kids. You weren't out of control. Everybody was very kind to all of the Alabama fans as well.
But one thing that we did do that was something that I don't think has ever happened here in this section of the quad is we took over the entire sidewalk on both sides. And our wonderful driver / MC, JW Texan, like fucking clockwork.
Every single 15 minutes. It was great. And everybody joined in, including Law Dog, who was passed out at one point on a chair. And it just literally, his muscles spasmed to the point where he could get his horns up. It was just literal gut animal instinct that got his horns up. It was beautiful.
So, what I do have to say is, everybody said it was really hot. And if you were in a tent where they blocked all of the wind and had you just baking in the sun, it was hot.
It was hot.
It was hot.
Or if you were manning a plancha for fucking 6 hours.
Yeah.
It got a little warm.
It was hot.
Your boy got a little sunburn. Not too bad.
But once you started walking around, beautiful day.
The wind.
Absolutely fucking gorgeous day.
When we were in the game, holy shit. Like, it was like being in AC. It was awesome. Awesome weather. But that's like the best Tuscaloosa's got to get for me. The weather was better than what we're used to, and that's as good as it's going to get.
So as the day drew on, more and more, we started to get horns down. Horns down everywhere. Horns down everywhere. It was as soon as they saw burnt orange or somebody in a shirt that represented Texas, it was horns down.
It is so unoriginal, so stupid. All right, so a little bit of a rant. Horns down has never affected me ever. It is not offensive to me. It is not something that, oh man, they did that to me. Oh, that's so bad. Ding dang. Oh, I'm so mad they did a horns down. They look fucking stupid. You know what's annoying? Seeing fucking stupid people at every single turn. Even worse, they don't just do the horns down. They also have to say, oh, horns down. That's like us and saying like, oh, hey, not gig 'em, like gig down. Or no, not guns up, guns down. It's so fucking stupid.
Tacky.
It's embarrassing. You are supposed to be the king of the SEC. You're supposed to be king of college football. And instead, all we receive is, they were scared.
It was weird. We went in, we invaded Tuscaloosa. They had no idea what was going to happen, and Surly Horns put on the biggest tailgate in the quad.
In the entire fucking quad. Like, they had, like, there was no representation by Alabama. I get it. Okay, hey, we always win. We expect to win. Hey, winning can sometimes get boring, right? Well, hopefully this was a fucking wake-up call, because that pre-game environment, ass. It was fucking terrible. considering ours, we went through, what was it, like 80 cases of beer.
80 cases of beer,
Probably
12 handles of liquor.
at least. I think it was more than that.
I mean, it was absolutely incredible.
By the time we were walking into the stadium, we did not even have an ounce of water besides the ice in the coolers that was remaining. That's it. Everybody drank us out of the house and home. It was awesome.
So, we go to the stadium. We're going at 5:10. We decide to walk. We go to the stadium. It's okay. We get into the stadium and we get up to our seats. For those of you that got Texas allotment seats, you know what I'm talking about. We're in SS or NN.
NN, yep.
And we're just up in the bleeds.
Yep. We almost had, shout out beer. You almost died. So glad you didn't. Woo-law, kind of almost deserved to.
So we get up to our seats, and the atmosphere we're expecting to be as electric or more from Arkansas.
100%.
We have experience. We have experience going into hostile environments. We've seen it. We've done it on the sidewalk. Everybody's talking shit. When we're walking in, everyone
was a pledge. They were all pledges wearing those stupid goddamn jackets.
and
all
they
pledges.
The student section, which we walked through to get to our seats, was full of people who all it seemed like they knew how to do was yell horns down,
horns down, horns down,
and
roll tide,
and do the horns down, and they got to their seats and they made no noise.
Nothing. We legitimately, Sterling Warren's listeners, can you hear me right now? Can you hear me right now? Can you hear me right now? I am whispering in this RV. This RV has 10x amount of decibels driving down a fucking Texas highway than that stadium did the entire time. We were legitimately laughing about, I could just, right now, if you cannot hear, my voice is starting to go. Our driver
has no voice. No longer has a voice.
Absolutely gone.
Whispering too loud.
He was whispering too loud. He was also man in the boombox. But my voice is starting to go, and trust me, it does not matter. I could talk like this. And you would hear me. You could hear me on a fucking fourth down play. You could hear me.
It was wild. It was also very strange that the stadium was piping in pop-up noise and make noise whenever Texas was doing things that were good
things.
And 30% of the stadium was filled with burnt orange, and the burnt orange got loud at the appropriate times. And it seems like the Crimson Tide,
it was like their first football game ever. And like, this is your king, SEC. This is your king. Like, this is what we're supposed to expect with the SEC. Because it was honestly awful. In the game, their crowd noise was awful. Their if I hear Dixieland Delight again, I'm going to put one between my fucking eyes. It, like, silly, stupid. And the halftime, can we get to the halftime?
Oh, the $1 Million Band?
You couldn't hear it.
I don't know what it's not even about them being mic'd up or not.
I wouldn't give them a fuck, bro.
I couldn't even hear it. We just had a normal, just conversation in the stands.
Yeah. Just
nobody cheering, nobody doing anything, couldn't hear the band. It was just a 35-minute fucking pause in the action.
Hey, speaking of pause in the action, TV timeouts, NCAA, get fucking right in the head. That game almost lasted 4 fucking hours. TV timeouts at 3 minutes, they would come out, they'd have a big old clock, and it would literally count down. They were the most brutal 3 minutes every single time, and it was after almost every fucking play. It was unreal. And having that plus zero game day atmosphere was just unwatchable. If we were getting blown out, I would have left at halftime. If we were blowing them out, I would have left at halftime. Because it was pathetic. The presentation in stadium was awful. And part of that is Alabama's fault. Part of that is just college football. Fix your shit, bro.
I don't know that after our experience being a night game, which is the most rowdy type of game that you can ever experience at any stadium, especially one that's 100,000 plus, that you can call that an intimidating environment to play in.
No.
It was hostile. I'll give them that. Hostile environment. Electric. I don't know. I don't think so. At times,
Baby.
At times, the 4th and 2 stop, we're going to get into the game, where we talk about the game, but there was a good 4th and 2 stop. Stadium was loud, like you would expect.
Otherwise.
Choice plays, and that's it. Nothing whenever the pre-4th and 2,
Nothing.
you could hear a pin drop.
Nothing.
You could hear a pin drop.
Nothing. It's just weird. I always hear, Brian, Danny. Oh, SEC Barstool tweeted out something like, hey, you're not playing Kansas anymore. Brian Danny's going to give them a nail. Sure about that? Yeah, sure about that. Sure about that.
So, let's get into the game.
Yes.
Kickoff.
Good. It was a good game. The end. Okay, moving on. No, I'm just kidding. No. So, going in, obviously, everybody in the RV had a money line ticket on the University of Texas. That can tell you what our level of confidence was. After leaving the tailgate, I felt a little more confident, seeing how much burnt orange we had rolling in.
Nerves were high.
Yeah,
Nerves were high.
100%.
But there was an air of confidence on the field, in the stadium. We were looking around, analyzing what was going on, and on the Texas bench side of Bryant Denny, it had to have been 35% burnt orange.
100%.
With their pom poms that are their marquee.
Don't worry, we all got our own pom poms.
Yeah, we got a pom pom.
Yeah, we all got our own pom poms. But kickoff, we're feeling good. Walking into the stadium, we are almost guys. After we are almost guys, we get to introduce ourselves to Kelvin Banks' parents. They're up there, so hey, good luck to your son. Very nice. Monica Banks, shout out, you're a lovely woman, and we're praying for your health every day. But we get to our seats, and we're surrounded by Longhorn fans. Awesome feeling. It's nice being with your own people.
It's almost like a home game in the Bleeds.
It really felt like, hey, we're Daddy's home, which we'll get to later because I said that too much.
All right, so first quarter, I'm not sure. I'm feeling like this is going to be really close to a repeat of the game in DKR last year. It's a well-played game by both teams, scripted plays. Both teams come out. The trench battle is real. There's not really a whole lot of push either way. They've got a strategy that they're sticking to with the run. They're having success with the run. It looks like it may be a problem, but the Longhorns are throwing the ball, and they're doing well.
We're a couple plays away from having a bigger game.
Couple of not drop passes.
Drop passes. If we lose the game, it's because of those. Luckily, we didn't win the game because of those. But easily, that could have been the narrative. That could have been the story. It could have been brutal. Or they had a couple slip out of his hands, including just an easy walk-in. At the end of the first quarter, 3-0 Texas. Let's see what's going on.
Everybody watched the game. Sometimes, it's nervous energy going into halftime.
On a deep one working. So that was awesome. Finally, working. We're sitting across the end zone from all of these deep passes, by the way. So us in the stands, very nerve-wracking. Did he actually catch it? Was it a touchdown? Is it going to get reviewed? Luckily, Quinn did it worthy. 13, 6, 1.5.
Incredible. We get through the third quarter, mostly stalemate. It's still a hard-fought game, and then the end of the third quarter happens. And the game just morphs into it's do or die time for both teams. You sink or swim, and what we saw from Quinn Ewers and the rest of the offense and what we saw from the defense as a unit entirely was something that was very, very special.
Reminder, we were losing going into the fourth quarter. We were down going into the fourth quarter. After that, the fourth quarter was one of the most dominant quarters of football that I've ever seen the Texas Longhorns play, regardless. I mean, we're getting to the end of the game stuff. I mean, we ran off the last 7.5 minutes of football.
And I was in absolute disbelief. Absolute disbelief. As a Longhorn fan, you all know what it's like. It's very difficult to say, oh yeah, we've got this game put away. Even though you've got an 11-point lead, the 11-point lead evaporates.
Yeah. 11-point lead's gone. And even when we're down, now we only have a 10-point lead. 7.5 minutes left. We go on a 12 play, like 34-yard drive, and just steal the game. The best feeling in the world is watching Alabama fans realize and do the math in their stupid little baby heads, their one-brain cell heads. Oh yeah, actually, we're done. We lost because we just don't have enough time at all.
So the mass exodus begins with 7-ish minutes left.
Yeah.
They showed it on TV, and we were all really confused. Why are these people leaving? What's going on? This isn't over yet.
It's insane.
Why isn't the crowd involved here to make sure that their team wins?
Hey,
Student section has given up. All they're doing is, at this point, throwing horns down and not making any noise.
no. Yeah, they're throwing horns down, but they don't really get what it means, or like the fact that they're actually like getting embarrassed on their own turf. So they just keep doing the simple motions that they know how to do after being just drunk and probably messed up for hours upon hours upon hours. And it was a steady stream of just people flooding out. Like, hey, we stayed until the final bell, the final fucking whistle at Alabama when we got our bell rung. We were gonna miss that. We were gonna leave. Pathetic. Honestly, Alabama fans, get better. Gotta get better. Get better. Get humbled. I hope this humbled them. All
right, let's transition. We're going to talk about who we think were the key contributors to this win for the program. Right. I'm not going to say it's a program-defining win or a season-defining win. It was just a wonderfully executed game plan, wonderfully coached, started to get strong execution, especially as we drew closer to the end of the game. But who's your offensive MVP?
Besides Quinn Ewers, right? Non-Quinn Ewers, JT, buddy. JJ fucking Bird motherfucking ends. The first tech. All right, so walking out of the tailgate, my phone was at like 7%. I haven't been able to use the internet. I'm not worried about it. I'm not gonna be able to send my wife text, anybody text. Finally, we get back to the tailgate post game. Put my phone in for a little bit. First text I received, Governor in our burn-in text message, and all it said was "burn motherfucking ends" from Governor. And he knows because our burn-in, JT Sanders, had a fucking colossal game. Over 100 yards, was always clutch, trucking people, being loud, being boisterous, getting after people's fucking asses. He was fired up. He was blocking hard, and his receiving ability is going to make him a first-round fucking draft pick. JT Sanders, fucking game. Great fucking game. Burnt fucking ends.
But offensive MVP, even if we're saying it can't be Quinn Ewers.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
The metamorphosis that we saw going into this game. Everybody had a lot of questions coming out of that Rice game.
Different person.
Can he throw the deep ball? It didn't seem so after the Rice game. We've seen a lot from last season. where there wasn't a lot of connection on that deep ball. And everybody was wondering,
He got 3 of them.
What can we do with the deep ball? And Quinn Ewers simply turned it on, and he went into a different dimension.
He played fuck you football for the first time in forever. We talked about Brett Favre comparisons.
Young Brett Favre.
We talked about all that. So I think the best thing that ever happened to Quinn Ewers was he got a little dick to him. Not literally, that was weird. Cut that. No, but he found his fucking balls, bro. All he did was he stopped overthinking. He stopped worrying about where his receivers were, and he started throwing it to where they needed to be. He started not thinking, he started throwing. He played backyard fuck you football for the first time since OU 49-0.
Relaxed, dialed in, locked in,
confident.
We saw him sprout his wings.
Yes.
And if Quinn Ewers plays like we saw, especially in the second half of the Alabama game, he is going to be
top
not only in the Heisman conversation,
top 5 draft pick,
but he will win the Heisman.
Yeah. If he plays like he did in the second half, if Texas loses a game, I'll be shocked. Because who is going to be able to beat what we just saw with his performance? I honestly don't know. What would it take? It would be a complete collapse of our defense.
You know what it would take? We're going to talk about our defensive MVPs, the most valuable players on defense.
So I have an easy one. If I told you there was a man, not a boy, he's a man already. He's 19 years old. He has a wingspan as large as J.J. Watt's. He has played football for 1.5 years. He is a white dude that has played lacrosse his entire life. And the guy's name is Ethan fucking Burke.
Wow.
That guy is not a football player that I would really expect to
He has extendo arms.
It is ridiculous. So
there was one play where Jalen Milroe took off, and he had nothing but open field in front of him.
It is shocking. Those that don't know, so Caden Proctor was the Alabama left tackle. He is a top 10 prospect recruit out of Iowa. Iowa was really pissed off because they lost to Alabama, blah, 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 blah. That kid got murdered by the redshirt freshman, Ethan Burke. Murdered. This kid, I can't keep saying the word J.J. Watt, but it's like a starter pack. His thing was he was a super skinny kid, but he had a frame to build on. He has the longest fucking arms ever. You just cannot. Caden Proctor's deal was he could not put his arms into his shoulder pads because Ethan Burke's arms were so much fucking longer. He was in the backfield on every goddamn play. I believe he had 4 tackles for loss and 1.5 sacks. As a redshirt freshman, when was the last time we ever had anybody, regardless of position, put up those stats in a game?
So
Sergio fucking Kindle, like Osai was probably the last
another defensive MVP. And you may not have heard his name much on the broadcast for pretty good fucking reason, because it was basically shut down after the first interception. Jahdae motherfucking Barron. Oh my God.
The they didn't throw at him after that.
They didn't throw at him. You can't throw at him. Can't throw at him.
Honestly, all the defensive backs played pretty fucking great.
The secondary, incredible.
Ryan
Defensive
Watts,
line,
shout out.
the defensive line, incredible. Penetration, tackles for loss, sacks, everything that you want to see out of the defensive side of Texas football is activated, and they are dialed in, locked in, performing at the highest level against some of the biggest beef that exists on offensive lines.
We're going to be really fucking mad when we listen back to this podcast until right now, because we haven't talked about Anthony Hill. Anthony Hill is going to be a first-round fucking draft pick. That guy is everywhere. His closing speed is impossible. And Longhorn Nation, good news. We get Anthony Hill and Colin Simmons for at least 2 years together, plus Ethan Burke, plus Sade Barrett, plus just name them.
Shut down.
Our defense is like hand up, hand to God. I'm gonna apologize. I have to come clean. Pete Kwiatkowski, I'm sorry. I fucked up. I didn't believe it. I did not believe in you at all. We lost. We gave up 55 points to fucking Kansas at the only home game that I went to 2 years ago. Pete Kwiatkowski, I'm sorry. You are the dude. You're the dog. You are the fucking shit. I apologize. This scheme and level of athleticism is unmatched. I said it on the way up here. I said, hey, I'm going to make a prediction. I can't remember what the prediction was. It was like 27-16, something like that. I can't remember what the fuck it was. But I said the best front seven is going to win this game. And for the first time in a long fucking time, the University of Texas has the best front seven. Maybe not just in the game. They might have the best front seven in the nation. They might have the best front seven in the nation.
But when it all comes down to why Texas won in Tuscaloosa, you have to talk about one thing, and it's Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers, he just turned into a different human. He went Super Saiyan.
I mean, it's better than first quarter Quinn Ewers against Alabama last year before he got hurt. It's better than 49-0 against OU. Quinn Ewers. He was what we thought he was.
We saw for a complete 2 quarters in the second half an elite
We saw a
quarterback.
We saw a top 5 draft pick.
And it was incredible. And we want to see more of it because, wow.
All right, but even more than that, so speaking of somebody that found their nuts, found a little dick in them, still weird that I say that. Cut that. Sark's play calling. He had no hesitation to go for it on fourth at all. I mean, how many, we did not punt within 10 yards of our 50. We went for it every time. Even if it wasn't a great play call, he was still confident in it. The team was confident in it. He said, trust me. They did. You could sense it. You could feel it. And he called some magnificent plays, especially to JT Sanders. Some of his misdirections, just taking advantage of younger linebackers for Alabama, just truly amazing. He schemed so many people open. This was Sark putting his dick on the fucking table and saying, I know what to do. I know how to do it. I know how to win in a tough road environment. And this was the best win of his entire career. And it could not have happened to a nicer guy. I don't know if any of y'all have ever met Coach Sark, interacted with him in public or private. He is a fantastic guy. Genuine, knows what he's talking about. He knows exactly what he's doing. I know, CTJ, I know you're probably hating here. Steve Sark lost again, or 7-win Steve. That's not this fucking guy anymore. He knows how to win. He's gonna win big here. Mark it down, whatever the fucking date is. It's 10:08 on 9/10/2023. This is the guy. RGB3 says this is the fucking guy.
So, speaking of people who are awesome and make things happen, we need to do some shout outs to some absolutely remarkable people that made this weekend not only possible, but so successful outside of the team.
The
but
first one is
also,
Nick Saban. No.
thanks, Nick Saban, for getting us Sark.
Sucking this dick.
But also just for being absolutely outstanding members of the Longhorn community.
Yes.
And helping from anything with recruiting to name, image, likeness to building great experiences for Longhorns. And the first name that we're going to shout out is Bobby Burton.
Bobby motherfucking Burton. Bobby Burton, I need you to listen to this. I'm going to send it to you. We listened to it over your podcast. Bobby Burton, none of this happens without you. None of it.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Just so you know, so, all right, so a little tailgate flashback. So we bought what?
22 kegs?
20
or 22 cases.
22 cases of beer.
22 kegs would be impressive.
That would have been, we probably would have gotten through it. 22 cases of beer. That is gone before the fajitas get put on the grill. That was gone before 2 p.m. Bobby, luckily, driving in, we call him up. Bobby, we know you have a car. Please help us. Gets us 17 cases of beer. We show up with a contingent, unload them literally on the fucking street.
While this is happening in parallel, we also know that 17 cases
Not gonna do it.
not going to do it.
Yeah, that was
So
the
shout out number 2.
Brooke. Yeah, Brooke Stutz. Love you, girl. So Brooke is one of my sales reps at my actual job. Her husband played for Alabama, but she's got a little Texas center. She went out. She got her party bus that took them from Birmingham to Tuscaloosa. Got Rick on the party bus.
Said, hey, you need to get on this party bus called the Struggle Bus.
The struggle bus. Got Rick on the struggle bus, and besides what the struggle bus we're on now, Rick got Rick on the struggle bus to go and get 20 more cases of beer and seltzers and whatever the hell else we needed and back. So, Brooke, thank you so much. You are awesome, and I love you.
And thank you so much to everybody that came out, but went to Publix in Tuscaloosa. Staff there, awesome. Couldn't have had this tailgate without the staff at Publix on University in Tuscaloosa. One of the very few vendors and people that treated Texas fans the right way, was willing to help us however we needed. I'm pretty sure after I talked to a couple of other people that I actually wasn't allowed to buy as much beer as I bought.
Whoops.
Oops.
We need to give a shout out to Grant Pinkerton, hooked us up with the meat. Outside script say we'll talk about fajitas in a little bit, but the meat was phenomenal. We don't get that done without Grant.
Also, Betty, this nice old lady,
Gorgeous. Had a couple teeth in her head still.
yeah, maybe,
Yeah,
but
couple.
she helped us acquire most of the liquor for that tailgate,
Yep.
and was an absolute saint.
And then next year, all right, so guys, we're going to the SEC, right? We're going to be playing Alabama often. A lot of people bring RVs, right? We are going to be one of those all the time. No matter what, we are going to be staying at one place and one place only. And that is for our
Ranch.
Our
Arena.
For
Our arena.
arena. So Robert at 4R Arena. So we stayed for both nights with full electricity, plumbing,
All hookups.
water, all the hookups for $100 total.
$50 a night.
$50 a fucking night. Not only that, this man, this fucking hero, came up and picked 3 of us up to take us to the tailgate. Literally drove us, they're about 18 minutes away, picked us up, drove us to the tailgate to make sure we got there. Showed up the next morning before church to check on us and see how we were doing. He is a hero. He has probably, 20 spots, 20 RV lots.
Yeah, absolutely.
And just an awesome human. Not only that, he was about to walk into church, and have we gotten to the RV thing yet?
No, not yet. No.
Oh,
Buzz,
fuck.
this is,
This is where the good shit will
All right. So, this is a good kicking off point. Do we have anybody else to thank?
I think we're we got some RV people to thank
Yes.
for today.
All right. So
Today is Sunday. That was yesterday, Saturday.
Eric Nolling, thank you. Inside Text, Joe Cook, great to see you as well. Inside Text people, love you guys. Glad to work together.
Only $9.95 or you should ever pay for it.
Yeah. If you
Only scoop that's ever more accurate than soon. And do it intentionally.
Yep.
They do it right. And those are the only people that you should ever listen to.
1,000,000,000%. Thank you, Inside Texas. You guys are awesome. So, now, let's get to the fucking nitty goddamn gritty.
Okay, we're after the fucking
Let's
game.
get to fucking Sunday.
We're almost Sunday. We're almost 11 p.m. No, we're almost at 11 p.m. after the game, and it is an absolute shit show. This town of Tuscaloosa, I don't know, from my experience, I was asking everybody, is it usually like this? Is it usually like this? Is it usually like this? And whenever you ask somebody from Alabama, they just gave you blank stares because I don't know that anybody actually knows what actually happened.
Well, they all live there is the thing. They all live within like 15 miles of that fucking shithole.
It took almost 2.5 hours for us to get our U-Haul, get it back to the tailgate spot, and unload the tailgate back into the U-Haul with just very limited stuff.
A couple Blackstones, some coolers,
TV, whatever.
Not only that, so we were at our tailgate. They said, hey, we'll give you an hour and a half after the game ends to sit, enjoy, whatever. We're watching the Auburn-Cal game, and they just cut the fucking
If you haven't figured this out, there was a communication blackout, as we've talked about, because the infrastructure in Tuscaloosa is ass. But this goes well beyond that.
Yeah.
This is where the struggles begin for our trek back. We go in to Bryant-Denny, we dethrone the king, we strip him of his court, and we're ready. We're ready. We're pumped. We're excited.
We're gonna feel it.
Wow. And Tuscaloosa did an incredible job at making the win really hard for anybody.
So what happened was, Rick.
What had happened was.
So Rick goes with one of our other members, 48, with our gentleman, to go get the van so we can load all this shit up and go. We were thinking about, hey, do you want to go to the bar or you want to just drink at the RV park? And we're like, we'll figure it out. Just load us up. So we load up everything. We get it all cleared out. Your boy's fucking useless. So luckily, Swishmitten and others pick up my slack because I was done. They load everything up, and we're just trying to figure out, hey, where the fuck are we going to go? Where the fuck where can this get picked up? So, we pull up on the side of the University Drive, or Boulevard, or whatever the fuck it's called. And we wait.
And you wait some more.
And we wait.
And meanwhile, while they're waiting, I'm losing my fucking mind. Because every road, not just the ones that are dangerous for people, and I understand closing roads, I'm all for public safety, especially after a game where you're pouring out 100,000 people plus, and they're getting out of there. This was unreasonably stupid.
There were no people. There were no cars. There were no nothing. There
30 minutes, everybody's gone, and all the roads are closed. The logistics are completely fucked. No one knows when the roads are going to open up. No one knows what roads go to the roads that aren't closed. Everything's a complete disaster, and all you can do is get not within 1.5 miles of the stadium. So we drive around in this U-Haul
for an hour and a half,
getting demon dialed, and we're stuck in traffic for half of it. We're going on random highways trying to find our way into town. Finally, we come in all the way around the south side to come pick up the stuff. We have to load up because there's no Ubers allowed anywhere.
Yeah,
nothing. There's no rideshare, public transportation. There's no cabs. There's no way to get anybody home. So we have to load everything and everybody in the back of a 9-foot U-Haul van.
So not only that, so we're loaded up in the van. All right, that's fine. We load everything into the van. 3 of us have to sit in the back. this is gonna be fine. Two of them sitting on the cooler. Your boy decides, hey, I'm gonna take one for the team. It's only 18 minutes. We'll be all right. Sits his ass on the ground. My tailbone is so fucking bruised from just bumps and like just getting fucking any speed bump that was there hurt like a motherfucker. And then we have the Blackstones in there. I get hit in the back of the head with the lid of a Blackstone. Just almost knocked me out. At that point, I'm pretty sober, so I'm like, oh, cool. Well, at least I'm dizzy, you know? Like, I didn't get a little dizzy. I mean, not only that, it's 11:45,
11:50.
Yeah. And
we think midnight is closing beer time because we're used to Texas and, whatever. But it's not. We end up getting beer. We think everything's going to be great. We're going to get back to the RV. We're going to watch the game. We're going to podcast a little bit. And this is where the literal shit show begins. We're not even to the worst part, my friends.
Let me end the night for you guys. We show back up. We all take a leak. We all brush our teeth. We all lay down.
Nope. You open the door, and what hits your nose?
No. Oh no. You fill them in.
It smells like someone has taken a shit all over the fucking RV. It smells like Satan took a shit. It smells like pure sulfuric acid. Awful. It smells like demon fire came out of somebody's fucking bowels. Awful. Total mood killer after a total mood killer, and we're cooked.
Done. We have been up since it was.
We went to sleep. We went to sleep at 1:30 the night before. I was up at 5:45, and we're going in phases until 6:30.
Yeah, we're operating at
we're 4.5 hours deep on 48 hours.
Yeah.
No sleep.
Of your boy on a fucking fajita grill. We had bartending. Like, I literally burned 1,400 calories yesterday just from doing stuff, not working out. Plus, I stood for 18 hours or something stupid. Just ridiculous.
So we're done. We say, fuck it. We're not going to party. We're just going to go to bed. We're going to wake up.
Can't even shower.
Yeah, can't even shower. And we all say, all right, fuck it. We're going to go to bed. We're going to wake up. And we're just going to head back, and we're going to celebrate the win tomorrow. So I wake up very early, get the U-Haul unloaded.
Type 2 fun.
With our wonderful driver, JW Texan. And everything seems to go really well. I'm in the U-Haul. I'm going to turn it in. They're not open, but it's great. We need some stuff for some throats because people can't talk. Throats are fried. I get some medicine balls from Starbucks. I get some
other balls from other dudes.
Wonderful breakfast from Whataburger.
Right. No. Pause.
Make it audible.
Pause. Tell everybody the order. It was beautiful. It was everything that I've ever needed in my entire life.
I don't know that they were ready, but there were a lot of Texas people in and around the restaurant. But I rolled up and I said, I need 6 of your breakfast burgers. And they said, okay. And I said, I need 4 of them for you to sub out the buns for jalapeno cheddar biscuits. They fucked up the order, of course, because nobody in Tuscaloosa apparently speaks English or understands anything.
But they greatly fucked it up.
Yeah,
they did it right.
They gave us 6 with jalapeno cheddar biscuits.
If you're gonna order anything, not only that, they also gave us like 6 of the fucking giant creamy pepper cups and jalapeno cups. Like the giant. We're not talking about little like fancy ketchup packets. We're talking about the big circular ones. It was everything I've ever needed in my entire fucking life.
So I'm thinking, man, the morning is going to be, we're off to a really good start. I've got in front of the first thing that I think is going to keep us from getting back home and celebrating everything and getting back to Austin and having a great time. But little do I know, as I arrive in my Uber with all of my goods, everybody's excited. We're all pumped. We all high five. I hand everything out. Everybody's happy. We eat everything, and we're ready to go.
Hey, here I'm gonna do an impersonation of our driver. Hey, what? Your voice doesn't sound like that. Hey, why does it? Is that better, Wes?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, why doesn't this start clicking over?
So key goes into ignition, and
It's
you
a
know
remix
you
of
try
Ignition.
and do the
Hot and fresh out the kitchen.
you try and do the starty thing on the RV, and
She
there are
didn't
no
starty
lights.
Start. She didn't starty start.
There's no lights. There's no attempt
click.
to turn over.
There's no.
There's nothing.
There's no.
Nope. So there's a button. We're supposed to have a backup battery that jumps the RV. That doesn't work. So we're like, oh no, we've got to call Robert. Awesome.
Our boy Robert. And
Great.
whatever the mechanic's
What?
name was.
He just, I don't know. He just sends them out. Within 10 minutes, we have a guy out there to jumpstart us.
Because Robert had to get to church.
Yeah.
Robert had to get to church at 9:30, so he sent his mechanic out there.
So
well, I
we're
guess it's a heathen that doesn't go to church.
we're thinking, okay, we start the thing and we try and start the generator, because the generator is necessary so that we have air conditioning in the back of the RV
And football.
and power to charge anything or to do whatever, and nothing.
Not a thing.
So we try and figure some stuff out for about 5 minutes, and we say, fuck it, we're gonna drive. We're gonna see if it charges the battery enough to start the generator. Try and start it on the highway. Nothing. We say, okay, we're gonna go replace all the batteries at Walmart. Nothing.
Hey, at this point, we're at like when we're driving out of the field, we're at like what, 9:30 or 10.
Yeah, we're making great time. We're gonna get back.
Plan was 9.
We're gonna get back.
9:30.
We're gonna get back 4 hours ago, guys.
Yeah.
And
It's now 10:13, by the way. 10:25.
so we go down the road. We stop at Love's truck stop because we can't shower in the RV. We have to dump everything, and then we just say, okay, we're gonna take showers. And this, while everybody's in there taking showers, I'm trying to find batteries for the RV. I'm trying to talk to anybody to help me. And I'm just giving up and saying, okay, well, I'm just going to dump it, and we're going to go down the road to a Walmart or something, get it done, and I'm just going to get this done. And I go, for any of you that have RVs or have any experience with RVs, you know that dumping your gray and black tanks, there's this valve. It stays closed, and you may, you twist open the thing to dump it, and there may be a little bit of a dribble. There's some leftovers that may be there from the last time that you did that, if somebody didn't clean out the nozzle or something. I untwist this, and there's a lot of pressure. So I pull the cap off, and immediately stuff that shouldn't be coming out is coming out like fast.
Oh my God.
So I stop it, I put it back on, and I say, I gotta think about this and try and figure it out. Get the hose ready, put gloves on that were supplied by the rental RV. Those gloves rip. I only have, out of 2 gloves, I make one sort of working glove. And I'm just like, I just gotta fucking send it and just unscrew it, let all the shit water flow out, and fucking put send the black water pipe down into the drain thing. And I do that. There wasn't, it wasn't good, but it wasn't that bad.
No, it was bad.
It wasn't good. No, you didn't even see this.
I'm never gonna see it. The smell alone.
It was bad. And then, while I was doing this, of course, there is a kink in the hose.
Oh no, I didn't know this.
And this is I call it a hose, but it's more like a 3-inch in diameter sewage pipe that now has a kink in it. So I'm just like trying to gracefully work the kink out. While I'm doing that, the part that fastens itself to the RV shoots off.
Oh my god.
And there's shit just spewing out.
Hey, by the way,
of the RV. We never took a shit.
We never took a shit.
If you listen to the last podcast, there were no shits allowed. There's no shitting in the RV. So our black tank has residual shit from who knows how long that's been baking the entire time outside, not in the air conditioner.
Baked shit.
100+ degree, just fucking nastiest shit ever.
Oh, I'm gonna vomit. Oh.
And so I just yell fuck as loud as I could and secure the hose back on, finish. I get shit all over me at this point. I just need to get this done. All the guys come out just the cleanest they've been this week.
Showers. I love showers.
High pressure wash showers and loves.
Rick looks me in my ocular sockets and just says,
No,
a shower.
RGB, yeah, I do. And RGB3 walks up and he literally smells the shit that is sprayed all over me and throws up immediately.
I vomit immediately. Just vomit. So, alright, so I have a sensitive stomach when it comes to smells. Wife, you can attest to this. Even cleaning my cat's shit, I'll vomit in the fucking slightest. I walk over to the side of the RV and I see urine just drenched down the other side of the RV, just pooling up. I'm like, okay, this is bad. I go over, hey Rick, look, they think I'm joking at this point. No, sir. Your boy's stomach has more cramps in it than anything that he's ever experienced ever. And I am just vomiting all over the side of the grass.
And I just look RGB3 straight in the eyes and I say, I need a fucking shower. I have shit all over me.
Get me a shower. I have shit in my beard. I believe it's your exact words. Get me a shower. I got shit in my beard.
I go and take a shower. Everybody's ready to go. We're still no generator, so it's hotter than fuck in the RV.
Awful.
It's awful. We're trying to figure out logistics of replacing batteries. Walmart is completely worthless.
More than worthless.
Yeah, we figure out that, okay, we just got to get somewhere that has batteries. AutoZone in Meridian, they have batteries.
We're good.
And they say, we have tools if you want to do it, or we have people that maybe can help you do it. And I was like, deal. We go there.
We're talking to Bobby. And then Bobby magically goes on his lunch break.
Bobby goes on his lunch break, so we have no help. And we have Tommy.
Tommy,
fuck who is...
Tommy.
Fuck you, Tommy.
Fuck Tommy.
Hey, Tommy, if you ever hear this, fuck you.
Fuck you, Tommy. He doesn't know how to work a fucking podcast app. Fuck Tommy.
He doesn't even know how to push numbers on a computer.
No, fuck no.
So,
that guy sucked.
Yeah. So, whatever. We buy these batteries, and he's like, yeah. My boy Mario, I'll get him to help you out. Mario,
the GOAT.
The fucking greatest of all time. We shouted out people that made this possible. Mario is the only reason that we are able to get home today.
I would not be able to get home to my wife and children tonight if it was not for Mario. Mario, you are a fucking awesome dude. You went well and above whatever the fuck you're getting paid. We paid you extra and you deserve every fucking penny of that, because you are awesome human being, person, employee, what have you. Mario, thank you.
So Mario gets in here, installs all new batteries, so we should have power everywhere. We should have enough to crank everything, and after everything's installed, before he fastens everything down with the brackets, we say, well, it's always a good idea to test it before we do that if we need to replace a faulty one or whatever. We have nothing. We can start the RV. The RV cranks immediately. That's fine. So we solved one problem. The problem of starting the generator and having power and air conditioner for the rest of the vehicle is still fucked. We're fucked. We can't travel. It's gonna be 100 in Texas. It's impossible.
Awful. Yeah.
At this point, I'm trying to figure out flights for everybody, and my stupid ass is just gonna drive the RV back or something.
Also, fuck you, Chris, for leaving us.
Whatever.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. And we just tried a lot of things, had a lot of help from the board trying to figure it out. Shout out Hagbard Celine for fucking beer was trying to help us troubleshoot. He has the same RV with the same generator. He was walking us through what to troubleshoot. Hagbard Celine called AAA.
Yeah,
he could get us a mobile mechanic in Meridian, with which everything that we called was closed. There was no mechanics available, and he actually had a line in on a replacement generator. Thank you so much. Luckily, we didn't need it, and Mario came in to save the day. And we just said, what if we can jump the generator straight on the generator? And we found where the battery terminals terminated on the generator and fucking sent it. And he had his little jumper thing and it didn't have enough juice to go. And he said, oh, I gotta get you boys home safe. He's like, I've got a car, I've got jumper cables, like, you guys need to pull up to my car and I'll get you going. So that's what we did. And as soon as we got everything going and we were celebrating, and we hugged Mario, we picked him up, we literally lifted him like he had just won.
Oh my God.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Miracle?
Yeah,
the hockey movie.
It's Rudy.
Yeah, we're just putting him on our shoulders, parading him around, and Tommy boy
comes out trying to
just tell him he's a piece of shit. I'm sure he had racist shit going on in his brain.
He called him the N-word the second he got back into that fucking auto.
And I fucking walked up to Tommy and I said, you fucking give this man Employee of the Month.
Yes.
This guy has helped us way above and beyond. It's incredible what this guy did. And I was like, and we're gonna be able to get on the road because of Mario.
Yeah, 100%. No person that's making probably minimum fucking wage should have gone to the lengths that Mario went to help us. Awesome, dude.
Mario was a fucking...
I'm gonna pray for him and his family every fucking day.
Motherfucking
G. Awesome.
Absolutely.
Badass motherfucker.
I will remember Mario till the day I fucking die for what he did for us. Legitimately.
It was absolutely great. And then, now we're, what fucking time? It's like 1 p.m.
Yes.
At this point. We're
2, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it's fucked. Our whole day is fucked. The RV is finally in shape to go. And so we begin our trek back to Texas. And we started this podcast immediately after crossing the state border.
Well, we had to stop at Margaritaville. Very important stop, because at Margaritaville we had to cash our winning money line tickets. So once we cashed our winning money line tickets, and it went fantastic, the sportsbook informed us that they ran out of chicken wings.
These chicken wings were absolutely delicious. I think we talked about them last time. They were incredible. They're the 4x2 8 wings.
Yes. And we wanted to get a party platter, which was going to be 4x2x8. I'm not good at math.
32.
We're going to have 32 chicken wings, and we're very excited about it. We've been talking about it for like a fucking hour. Well,
3 hours.
Fucking 3 hours. They were out of chicken wings the second we walked up. So, issue.
Your boy I'm a Mac already called an audible because we had talked about Dragos, and I was going to surprise the boys with half a dozen charbroileds and the barbecue shrimp.
And some steak.
It was not part of the surprise. I just came and said, surprise! And then they were like, surprise what? Didn't you get the fucking text? There's no fucking chicken wings.
No goddamn chicken wings. And we were ready for chicken wings. But luckily, we sat down to a nice platter of food. Your boy...
I have one more. Now things are improving. We're in the RV.
Oh, we're good. We're rolling.
Yeah, we're rolling. It's awesome. We're tanked. We get there. I'm calling audibles as a drunk person. We go cash out our bets. I go back down, and I sit next to a wonderful lady named Fredna.
All right, Fredna. Give us a Fredna story.
Fredna. I mean, I don't even know how to describe Fredna. But Fredna gave off the aura of a desperate woman in need of winning, and all she played was like Mississippi Mud Poker or one of those weird card games. I don't even know what it is. Anyway, I was just down there talking to Fredna, and then the boys roll up, and they inform me that 2 out of the 4 of us that are remaining are allergic to shrimp.
That's an issue.
And it's an issue. So I say, okay, we're going to get the 16-ounce ribeye, catfish platter. We threw in a shrimp platter just for good measure.
Why not?
And then we feast.
Feasted. So,
I didn't actually feast immediately. I thought we were in a hurry to get back for very obvious reasons. Our families are expecting us back 3 hours ago.
Alive.
Yeah,
baby.
And so I am now with a fresh, empty gray and black tank. I can just run back to the RV with the food, even though I have to piss so bad. And I get back to the RV, and I am the only one at the RV. I thought everybody left because they saw the food coming out. Nope, RGB3 went to go play blackjack. Our driver as well. I don't know what he was doing. He was also playing table games, most likely blackjack. It turns out that Law Dog was, as stated earlier, now a legal marijuana distributor in the state of Louisiana, and that registration process was happening. I was just out by the RV, and I tried the internal absorption method where you try and meditate a little bit, and you try and just say the pee needs to go back inside of you and recirculate. It wasn't working. It didn't work. So I just had to piss, and there's cameras everywhere in this fucking parking lot.
Who cares about it? It's Louisiana. The whole fucking state's a
And I just had flashbacks to the fucking draining of the tanks again.
Yeah. Oh, well, that would be an issue.
Just flashbacks.
So whenever we stayed going to the Arkansas game, we stayed in the parking lot of Margaritaville on our way up there, and I woke up that first morning and I let my dick hang out and pissed all over that parking lot, and that's what I would have done again. So most importantly, guys, so this is easily the most important thing that we can learn from this, is nature is just a giant urinal. Just pee wherever you need to. Doesn't matter.
So everybody starts trickling back. I learn of our now legal marijuana distributor in Louisiana, to which I reply, so now we can get high, because we didn't want to take any marijuana to Alabama across multiple state lines, because those motherfuckers are backwards, and I didn't really want to deal with any of that shit if anything happened, for pretty obvious reasons. And then we're calling everybody, saying, where are you? And then out of the woodwork from 2 different directions come RGB3 and JW Texan.
So he walked up to me because I was already in line at the cashier. So Ivan Mac calls me and says, hey, where are you? And I'm at the blackjack table on one of the best heaters of my entire fucking life. So, another gambling story. So this is after your boy has rolled the fucking 5 4s. We're back at the casino, and I knew in my brain, I said, buddy, You had such good luck here last time. Let's see what she plays out. So, put $400 on the table. Let's see what the craps, so let's see what the blackjack tables look like. They're going okay, dead even, nothing big, nothing down, whatever, what have you, fine. Until your boy gets 2 6s, and the dealer tosses over a 2. And I said, okay, you know what, I gotta split them, right? Split them. Get a 5 on the first hand. All right, well, mama ain't raised no bitch. Double. Well, second hand. It was over a 4. All right, well, mama doesn't raise no bitch. Double. So right now, at this point, I'm playing $100 hands. So I basically have I had a $400 roll. Sure enough, dealer, a 2, flips over a jack, flips over a queen.
Too many.
We are partying. We are freaking the fuck out. Tip the dealer $50. Say, that was awesome. Let's fucking rock. And then I get a call from I'm a Mac. Hey, where are you? I have a steak. The steak is getting fucking sweaty right now. Like, we gotta, just get here. Okay, so I finally close out. The end of the story is your boy had 2 of the luckiest fucking rolls of his entire goddamn life in the best 2 days.
Rip.
It was awesome.
Rip Jimmy Buffett.
R.I.P. Jim Buff.
And then we get in the RV, and we are getting home, boys. Mostly tonight. We also may or may not be saving.
Lotto.
Might be saving a puppy tonight.
Might be saving the
Call
puppy.
it
Come
Lotto.
on.
Call it Lotto.
Get there. I posted it on the thread. We got a beautiful little girl lime. She was about to be put down. Let's get it. We're trying to get a hold of them tonight. We've been calling them. We've been texting them. Somebody in Houston will be in Houston.
But we think that all of this shit covered me for a really good reason. To save the life of this beautiful little Weimaraner that we are probably going to take home tomorrow from Houston in the RV.
I hope so. It should be the official Surly Horns
Lotto
RV Weimaraner.
But what if an Alabama fan runs the animal shelter and murders the dog because of?
Well, that's what we're trying to prevent.
But
that's absolutely what's happening.
To us.
It's a fucking Bama bitch that is.
Also, you
trying
fucking
to
kill
kill
dogs.
this dog.
If you kill dogs, fuck you. Fuck you. If you kill anything, fuck you. Except mosquitoes. Mosquitoes get
Euthanizing a beautiful puppy. Fuck that. It's definitely a Bama run. Bet.
So,
wrap up. Wrap the trip.
We are now in our element where we thought we would be about 5 hours ago. But now it's dark as fuck outside, and we are in Texas, which the roads Dieball, Texas, and the roads here. I know we talked about it before, but Jesus fuck, the roads in Louisiana are bad.
So, shout out our driver, Wes. You did awesome. Or got that. I don't know if I'm doxing you or nothing yet or not, but shout out to our driver. Did a fucking amazing job because I sure as fuck couldn't have done it. Shout out Laudo. Did good, buddy. And then shout out, most importantly, Rick fucking Vasquez. I'm a Mac. You did awesome. Awesome hosting. Awesome getting the RV. Awesome content. Awesome everything. University of Texas would not be the same without you. You've done a great fucking job and everything you've done so far. I can't wait to see what we do in the SEC with things exactly fucking like this. Hook 'em.
Hook 'em.